guys, hi. Your favorite Haitian, I can't talk. Hello guys, hi. Your favorite Haitian homegirl is back with another YouTube video. And yes, if you guys are seeing me, check me out. As you guys can see, my hair is all done and ready for St. Lucia. I'm going to be in St. Lucia from this Friday, July 11th through July 25th. So if you are St. Lucian and you want to meet me, your favorite Haitian homegirl, make sure you are reaching out to me on Instagram or on TikTok or leaving a comment letting me know where you're gonna be, because I want to meet all my St. Lucians. Like, I want to see y'all. I want to pop out. I want to take pictures with y'all. I want to dance with y'all. I'm gonna be out there, so make sure you find me. This hairstyle is not gonna be too hard to find, so find me. All right, y'all, so let's get straight into this video. This is a video that I was requested to make on TikTok, but I decided, you know what, let me also post it on YouTube, because I don't know the YouTube crowd. I don't know if you guys watch Love Island, but I was told to talk about this. So I don't know if you guys know the girl named Cierra Ortega from Love Island USA season 7. But recently she has just been pulled out of the show for saying a racist slur, the C slur. If you don't know it, please look it up. And personally, I didn't know that that was a slur, but just because you don't know that something is a slur doesn't make it excusable and doesn't make it okay. You know what I mean? Or doesn't make it less offensive to the people who have to hear it, right? It's like hearing a white person who's not from America, who genuinely doesn't know that the N-word is a bad word, but they're using it. You know, it's like, hey, yo, like, you know, it, like, just because they're ignorant to the meaning doesn't mean that it takes away the offense of the word. So a lot of people, social media went absolutely insane when they saw when those old Instagram posts popped up. And they signed petitions. 17,000 people signed a petition to get Cierra removed from Love Island USA. And yes, the last episode that came out, she has been officially removed. Now, the reason why I'm talking about this is because there's been a lot of talks online about whether Cierra is a witch or what is going on, blah, blah, blah. And I'm here to talk about this from my perspective as a spiritual girly. So, if you're not familiar with Love Island USA, that is okay. You could still stick around for this video, because I feel like there's still some important lessons to learn from this, because these people are walking around every day, you know? So from my perspective, when Cierra first hit my screen, she was a bombshell in Love Island USA, and immediately I was drawn in. And knowing that I was drawn in and I felt something in my heart, now I'm an empath. So every little feeling and emotion that I experience, I can feel it. You know what I mean? Whereas for a lot of people, it can be like a fleeting thing. For me, I like to dissect my feelings, and I like to sit with my emotions and figure out what this is. From the second Cierra stepped foot on my screen, I had a physical reaction, whether it, like, I don't want to call it an emotional reaction, but I had some sort of a reaction to Cierra. Now, I chucked it up as a positive reaction. Now, the thing is about Cierra is you can tell from her aesthetic alone that she is a spiritual girly. Now, you can also tell from my aesthetic alone that I am also a spiritual girly. So from spiritual girly to spiritual girly, I'm looking at her and I'm like, okay, bitch, I see you. But automatically, I saw her as a dark feminine. She carries a lot of dark feminine energy. And I didn't recognize this until she started interacting with her couple, Nick. And because basically she came in as a bombshell and she needed to stay in the villa. So Nick, which was the boy that she was interested in, had a really strong connection with this other girl called Belle Dashe. Now, Belle Dashe, she was really cool girl, you know what I'm saying? And watching them develop their connection on camera, it was really good to see. It was really nice to watch. And they genuinely had a connection. Now, pause. Before I go on with this, the first time that Cierra stepped foot on the camera as a bombshell, people hated her on social media. Like, I wouldn't even say the reactions were mixed. Like, a lot of people that were making think pieces after the fact were saying it's just something about this girl. Like, I don't like her. You could tell she's all about herself. You could tell she's this. You could tell she's selfish. You could tell she's fake. And I'm like, guys, give her a chance. Like, give her a chance. I decided that I liked her. Like, I get this feeling of like a dark feminine energy from her, and I can fuck with that because I used to be in my dark feminine energy, okay? Lilith is no stranger to me, okay? You guys learn new things about me every day. But yes, Lilith is no stranger to me. I used to be very deep in my dark feminine energy. So I didn't see anything off with Cierra until I saw how she started interacting with Nick on the show. So Nick is having this really strong connection with Belle-A, and mind you, they're in a couple, and Cierra is trying to turn Nick's head. And now, mind you, Belle-A is now starting to come out of her shell. And I'm like, oh wow, their connection is blossoming into something beautiful. But then the way Cierra comes in so gracefully and destroys what they had going on and confuse Nick, that it was that of a dark feminine energy, okay? A lot of people are saying that throughout the show, they noticed that Cierra used her coup de cat a lot to manipulate Nick or to get what she wants out of Nick. That's usually a tactic of dark feminine energy, right? So let's take things back a little bit from when she was trying to pull Nick away from Belle-A. They're having this really strong emotional connection, but she is convincing Nick that they have a stronger connection than they do, knowing that they don't have a stronger emotional connection. So what she does is, this is a dark feminine trait, right? Is making suggestions to a man and the man believing that it was his idea. The entire time, Cierra is convincing Nick, or like putting out, like planting seeds, like subliminal little seeds, like, yes, like, you know, wow, we're so alike, don't you think? Yeah, we have such a strong connection, don't you think? Yeah, like she's like planting these little seeds that has Nick believing like, yo, maybe we do have a strong emotional connection. And men being men and thinking with their bodies, Cierra also knows how to invoke that sexual reaction or feeling out of a man. She stares them down. She's, you know, fucking them with her eyes. She's looking at them in a way that is undressing them with their eyes. She makes them feel comfortable. And that whole thing that she pulled with the photo booth, because Belle-A had that man in the, like, she had that man. But Cierra came in and they were like 50-50, 70-90, 99. You know what I'm saying? Like, so Belle-A was always up there. But then she knew, okay, what am I going to do to actually secure this man? I'm going to take him to the photo booth. I'm going to put that C on him. I'm going to put his hands on my ass, and I'm going to get him that way. Because all that he's going to be thinking about is coochie. And he knows that he ain't going to be able to get no coochie out of Belle-A. So for Nick, it was a difficult decision, but it was a no-brainer that he was going to go with the girl that confuses him the most, and the girl that is like, it's just, Nick was stuck on Cierra because it was something about her. It was like, you've ever looked at somebody, whether it's good or bad, but it's like, wow, it's something about you. That was why Nick went with Cierra. But that something about her is that Lilith energy. It is that dark feminine energy. That is what is so mysterious about her. That is what is so calm about her. So let's go back to the comment that I made about a lot of people saying that she is very PR trained. I thought that too. I said, wow, Cierra, our PR girly. Like, you can tell the way that she talks, the way she carries herself. Like, she's very hyper aware that she's on television and that she's here to win it. And while I agree with that, after dissecting Cierra a little more, I don't think that is entirely the reason why Cierra is like that. That is the trait of a dark feminine, guys. That's how they act. That's how they move. They know how to act when it comes to getting a man. And they also low-key, I don't want to say they know how to keep a man, but they know how to trap a man. I'll say that. They know how to trap a man. From the looks of it, even like outside of, you know, the dark feminine energy, Cierra also put glamour magic on herself. Like, you can, like, from the moment that she walked in, you just get this vibe from her, you know, like this feeling like, wow, like she's a hot girl. And a lot of people don't see it. And some people certainly see it. Or some people, I saw somebody say, like, I saw the glamour magic just wash away from Cierra as more episodes go. Because the way that she was when she first came into the villa, to the second day, to the third day, to the fourth, to the second week, it's like, is this the same Cierra that I saw from day one? It's like you watch the magic, the physical magic that is on herself deplete. Like, you see it. And then you see people online making fun of her physical appearance, when that was never the thing in the first place, right? But now suddenly people are making fun of her. They're starting to see, wow, like, your lips are crazy, girl. They're starting to see, like, Bombshell is kind of crazy. And, you know, not that I agree or, you know, whatever, because I am never one to put a woman down. I thought Cierra was beautiful. But, you know, the entire internet, a lot of people on the internet had disagreeing thoughts about Cierra. And so now the thing is with Nick, she got him. She knew how to get him. And a lot of people were saying that she was working brujeria on him. I'm sorry if I butchered that. I don't necessarily think that she had her candles out in Fiji and that she was lighting a candle after Nick. No. I think that Cierra is also like, Cierra is a master manifester, okay? Cierra manifests the fuck out of shit, all right? It was told that she knew one of the previous contestants from one of the previous seasons, and that she was coming onto this season to replicate that, and that she knew the formula and she knew exactly how to win, which is why she's like this PR girly, you know, and she won't show her ass and blah, blah, blah. I think that, yes, but hear me out. Cierra is a master manifester, and she does also do some dark magic or some dark work. She knew she was gonna get on Love Island. She auditioned. She did glamour magic, and she did magic to make the producers or to make the casting directors make her seem more appealing, right? So she knew she had this in the bag. So now the next thing that she had to do was carry this through. She has to get a man, and this man has to be hooked on her, and this man has to choose her no matter what. So what did Cierra do? Because Cierra barely played much of a game. Like, even with Elan, like, she barely played much of a game. So for Nick to feel like he's ready to close things off right away, it's not that she had a candle out in Fiji and she was just lighting it. No, this is master manifesting in real time, okay? When she is on that water, when she is by that water, when she is on that peaceful island, we don't know when she wakes up, when she meditates, if she prays, what she's doing. But what I'm telling you she does is when she put that on Nick, she had a lot of intentions. From the first time she put that thing on Nick, she had a lot of intentions during. So getting Nick there was always important to her, which is why she doesn't mind that he only lasted 20 seconds, because the job is done. The job is done. Staring into Nick and thinking those things and visualizing what she wants from him, what she wants of him, that's what kept Nick stuck. Nick was stuck. And this is why there were so many edits of Nick on the internet looking just miserable with Cierra. And it's like, it just seemed like Nick started to age. Like, I don't know if you guys noticed, but from the first episode till the latest episode, it seemed like Nick was aging bad. Like, Nick, like, are you okay, buddy? Like, what is going on? Like, you're just 24 years old. It's only been like 3 weeks in this villa. Are we good? And it seemed like Nick's youth and Nick's excitement was just depleting in the show. And people were putting together when he was with Alondria at Soul Ties, how opened his energy was, how excited he was, how he was laughing. And not even just in Soul Ties with Alondria. It's like every conversation that he has with Alondria, he seems free. He seems open. He seems like, wow, like the possibilities are endless. He's like a little kid again. You know what I mean? But with Cierra, he's like, it's like he can't even call her his dream girl, but he keeps choosing her. And he closed things off with her. And every single time Cierra would like put in the ideas, like, even like a lot of people were saying like a lot of people pointed out the scene where she says, so you're saying I'm your dream girl? And people are like, he couldn't even say yes, yeah, true, but no. So you saying I'm your dream girl? Basically, that's what you're saying. That's her planting ideas. That's her planting seeds. She wasn't asking him necessarily. I mean, she could have been, but I don't think that was the entire purpose. I think it was just, this is how you, like when you're talking to somebody new and you tell them, yo, you're like my twin. That's another tactic. That's another way you get somebody into believing like, yeah, we relate. It's all psychology. So Cierra manifested Nick, and Cierra was trapping Nick with her manifestations as a dark feminine energy. And it was taking a lot of energy from not only Nick, but the entire villa. Because I don't know if you guys noticed, but ever since Cierra left, the mood of the show has lifted like immediately. And funny enough, I don't miss her at all. Like, there's nothing about Cierra that I miss on the show. Like immediately everybody is funny again. Everybody has energy again. Even Nick seems a little bit younger again. Like, it's just, to me, that girl is a witch. Like, she is the witch. She is the dark feminine energy. She is Lilith reincarnated, okay? And I think that it's so interesting how her downfall came about, because you can't mess with anybody's free will. And also Cierra had also done other people on the show dirty, and Cierra's intentions were not in the right places. And that's the thing. If you're working with Lilith or you have Lilith energy, people think that dark feminine energy means dishonesty. That doesn't mean that. That doesn't mean that at all. Lilith is not dishonest. And even if the universe will never allow dishonesty for too long. And so because Cierra's intentions were not in the right place at all from the moment she walked into the villa, her downfall started right there. So that whoever that was that took a screenshot of that from like a fucking year ago, and kept that till this day, her downfall was ordained the second she came up with the plot to go on Love Island. Like, what people have to also understand is that using dark energy, like, there's a price to pay. You got the dream, but you lost the people. There's a price to pay. Nick wasn't happy in a couple with Cierra at all, but he kept choosing Cierra because of what Cierra spiritually was doing. So Nick came off very miserable. You're messing with that man's free will. Also, I mean, I don't know if she was, doing her shit in that villa or not. We don't know what the fuck she was doing in the villa. And also, when you're anywhere with a lot of nature, let me just tell you this. When you're anywhere with a lot of nature, the energy intensifies. Understand that, okay? When I travel, I don't ever want to do anything ill-intentioned or that karma is going to be instant. Like, I don't understand it, but nature, when you're anywhere that is surrounded by nature, one thing about it, nature will make you pay, and it will make you pay quick. Like, I'm telling you, like, that was her fucking karma. We don't know what she was doing behind closed doors. We can't tell, we can't see her. But say she was doing some shit in that villa, that would also explain why everybody woke up just tired all the time. Everybody's over it. Nobody's really building connections. Like, people is getting into fights. Like, it's just like the energy that she brings out of people, or the energy that she takes from people. That's the thing. When you're a dark feminine energy, you soak in energy from people. You need that to manifest, right? So you're taking it from those around you. And so she was just eating up the village's energy. Like, she was just eating it up. Like, she was the ball of negative energy. We thought it was Huda. It still is. But realistically, see, that's also the difference between like somebody like Huda and somebody like Cierra, right? I don't think they're that different. I personally don't think they're that different, except Cierra is so spiritually inclined that, yeah. But with her being, oh, also the point about her being PR trained, she is. But it's not about that. That's how a dark feminine moves. They move very unproblematically. They move very agreeably. Like, it's like she agrees with everything and she's just so easygoing. They deal with their emotion. They it's like they hold in their emotion, their anger, their pain, their frustration, their humiliation, to use that to manifest later. This is why we didn't see her get upset or angry at Nick. I mean, at Alondria for exploring things with Nick. A lot of people were like, are you not intimidated by Alondria? I don't think that's what it is. She was holding it in the first place. And when Iris said it, she's like, yeah, you're right. She acknowledged it. But she knows what she knew what she was going to do with that energy. She was going to put it against Alondria. That's why she stood behind Taylor. It had nothing to do with Nick. She wants Nick to believe that it was about him. And she wants everybody in the villa to believe that it was about her connection with Nick. It had nothing to do with Nick. Her standing behind Taylor was a big fuck you to Alondria. Because if Taylor stays in the villa, not only are you going to be hurt watching him every day, but there's still a possibility that y'all might rekindle. Either way, you're staying away from my Nikki Poo. She is very calculated, and somebody who is that calculated is that of a dark feminine. And trust me, like I said, I've gone through my journey in the dark feminine space. She mastered it. Like, I don't know if y'all ever read those books, like the 50 rules of power. I don't know, like how to be a dark feminine, like all those self-help spiritual books. She's read them. Not only has she read them, but she like studied them too. You know what I mean? So yeah, that Cierra is dark feminine energy on screen. Okay? That's what it is. And her downfall was her karma. Right? Because if you're yourself and if your intentions are right, you'll be okay. Which is why Huda is okay. Which is why Huda has the public's, like, this is why so many people love Huda, despite her crash out. Not me though. But regardless, I can recognize that Huda didn't come from a place of malicious intent. It was never ill-intended. Anything she did was never out of ill intent. Which is why, yes, she got hate, but she won the people back. Because her mind, she never meant to cause any harm. The bitch is just a genuine crash out. Cierra means to cause harm. Amaya couldn't even hurt a fly. And guess what? She's America's sweetheart. You always get what you deserve. You always get what you deserve. By the way, Shelly's Ancestors is not playing about her either, because y'all tried to start a hate train on my girl. And I will say that she was the least affected by this hate train. She was the least affected by this hate train. I think she lost a little over 60,000 followers, whereas Alondria lost like over 100,000. Cierra lost like 400,000. Shelly lost like 80,000 maybe. And now she has gained all of them back in some, and she is getting so much love back on her page, which I love for her. You cannot fuck with the Haitians. Our ancestors work hard day and night, okay? We are divinely protected. But yeah, I hope that this video made sense. If you are, a dark feminine person, this is why I also say, like, do not put a love spell on that man. She didn't put a love spell on Nick. I don't think that's what she did. But when you put a man at the center of stuff and you manifest things around him that you know he doesn't want, you're messing with his free will. So in a sense, that kind of is like a love spell, So y'all got to see it in real time, and y'all got to see what is not only going to happen to you, but what is going to happen to the other person. And this is why Nick was able to move on without Cierra. I mean, without Cierra there. Like, he moved on, like, in 2 hours. And not only did he move on completely, but, like, you could tell, like, she's not even in the back of his mind. Why didn't he leave the villa with her? Because Nick never wanted to be there. This was Nick's opportunity to be free, from what it seemed like. And it's not because, oh, he was also in love with Alondria that he also wanted to explore that so badly. No, he was so wrapped up with Cierra and he couldn't understand why. It was that same feeling of that je ne sais quoi that was still keeping him there. And even that was running low. So, I hope this video made sense. I know my TikTok people asked me to do this video, but here I am on YouTube about it. Because I know I'm about to go on vacation. I'm about to be in St. Lucia for the next 2 weeks, y'all. So I don't know if I'm going to be able to really post, like, spooky stories like that. And, I don't know if I post, like, you know, my travel content vlogs and shit. Like, y'all not going to fuck with it. So I don't know what to do. With YouTube for the next couple of weeks. I don't want to just, like, not post anything at all. So for this week, I'm deciding to just record this video. And I guess we shall see. I'll try anyway. You know, one thing about me, I do be getting shit done. If, you know what? No, I'm going to do it. If Jessie Woo works during vacation and her birthday, I'm going to be doing the same thing. So, but don't hold me to it. I'm not Jessie Woo. But anyways, you guys, like I say, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Or go watch, if you haven't seen Love Island, go watch, you know, the clips on TikTok, you know. That should explain some stuff to you. If you have any thoughts, leave them down in the comments below. Or please, leave a fucking comment. The fuck? You know how much that helps me and boosts my videos? And don't click out of my videos like 5 minutes in. Like, what is wrong with you? That is fucking up my watch hours. And also, can you, like, leave a comment and subscribe? I'm just gonna wait for you to exit the video and then go right there where it says subscribe. Yep, right. No, right there. Click it. Click it. Thank you. And then leave a comment. It's right there. It's right there. So just leave 2 hearts, 3 hearts, 5 hearts, 7. You know, I don't give a fuck. Leave a comment. Thank you. So, if you will. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching this video. Like I say at the end of every single video, I love you, my abducted humans. Make sure you're following me on Instagram. I'm so close to 10K. Like, you guys are stressing me out. Please just go follow me on Instagram just so that I know that it's real. Duh. The link is underneath. Like, it's in the description. Okay? And keep voting for me for the CMAs to be the award presenter, because I'm trying to come back from St. Lucia being an award presenter. Yeah. Because I deserve that and I'm worthy of that. And I know you guys, as my supporters, are absolutely going to turn me up. You know? A lot of times, it's not your friends that are going to support you, because you know how many of my friends actually voted for me? Probably like 3. I could count on one hand how many people I know that actually, like, clicked the link and voted for me. So I'm really reliant on you guys to get me there at the end of the day, especially my YouTube folks, because you guys are more consistent than my TikTok people. Don't tell them I said that, but it's true. Anyway, let me not talk your head off too much. Like I said, I think I might start posting back up in my vlog channel, which the link is down below if you want to subscribe to that. That's where I'm going to be posting some of my St. Lucian content, because I am going to be posting spooky stories. But that's why I'm going to be posting my St. Lucian content. So yes, guys, like I say at the end of every single video, I love you guys so much. If you have a spooky story that you want me to tell, feel free to submit it to me over on Instagram. Just send me a DM and, you know, I'll be there. And that's that. I fucking love y'all so much. Thank you guys for turning me up. Like, I wouldn't be where I am today if it wasn't for each and every single last one of y'all. If it wasn't for the support. And sometimes I'd be crashing out. But ultimately, I see the vision sometimes. And it's worth it. So, I love you guys so much. Bye.